Filipinos are said to be musical peoples. Filipinos are said to be musical peoples because music was deeply integrated into every aspect of their daily lives, rituals, and communication, serving highly functional purposes beyond mere entertainment. In most cases, singing is accompanied by singing. They use bamboo canes, palm leaves, and bark of trees to write their songs, and a piece of sharp stick or iron for their pen. Even their instruments were made of bamboo and wood, which indicated their primitive. In the early times, Filipino considered music as a way of life. Function of their music. Religious. Music played a central role in spiritual practices. Babaylan, or spiritual healers, used chants and dances in healing rites to honor deities. Social life. Music brought people together for celebration and other community gatherings. This includes events like births, courtship, and death. Music is also a form of communication using instruments like drums, gongs, and flutes to send signals and share messages within a community. Characteristic of their music. Recitative. Filipino music is often described as recitative because it was primarily an oral tradition and the vocal style closely imitated the natural rhythms and inflections of speech, serving functional purposes like storytelling and rituals. Mostly simple two-note music. Example of these are Dal Lot, a song sung by farmers during wedding, baptismal, and other parties accompanied by kutibeng or guitar. Pamulinawan is a love song. Dungaw is a song requesting a dead person to be good in his next life. Origin of their music. Early Filipino music was influenced by trade relations. Other races like Malays, Indonesians, Arabs, Chinese, Indo-Chinese, Japanese, and Hindus. Chinese, Japanese, and Hindus were introduced their 5-tone scale called pentatonic. The rhythmic effect through the use of gongs, drums, and cymbals were brought by Hindus and Mohammedans. Reed type of wind instrument were brought by Japanese and Chinese. Music according to their category. Ordinary songs, Diyuna, Talindaw. Street songs, Indulamin, Suliranin. Sorrow, Dalit, Umbay. Wedding, Ihiman. Rowing, Tigpasin. Kalusan. Lullaby, Hele Hele, Hili, Oyayi, or Iyaya. Success, Baling Kungkong, Dapayanin, Hiliran, Sambotani, and Tagumpay. House, Tingad, General Merrymaking, Kalipay. Counting, Urukay.
Musical airs from the different regions. So, Filipinos music has grown from the simple struba melody to the music that has been become today. So, Filipinos music has evolved significantly over time from its simple to note methodologies in the early days. It has grown into a rich and diverse musical tradition that reflects the culture, history, and the creativity of the different regions across the Philippines. The following are the native music from different provinces in the Philippines. Bundok Province is Ayesha, Agusan, Pagbag, Tubo, Bundok, Anoy, Zambales, Wisel, Davao, Tudtudan, Sulotang Mu, Igurot, Biling, Aweng, Negros, Caloy, Pingwit, Igurot, Nueva Ecija, Kadumang, Bukidnon, Dilayon, Arbrad, Diw-Diwas, Bunkaka, Batanes, Kalusan. forms, their songs were more of efficiency, but the melody executes customs, traditions, and aspirations. Accurately describe folk song music or the tradition indigenous music. This is the particularly true in the context of early or the pre-colonial forms of the music, such as the certain types of the early Filipino music origins. Most of the songs were adapted to other countries who treated with them like Malays, Indonesia, and other countries. Characteristic: more conservative style of the sacred music, minor key at the beginning shift to a major key and the second sharp condiman, canto, Ilocano, monophonic, and measured style notated utilizing note shape difference and the other meanings of the Grecian chant composition of the Creole. Canto, the oregano simple polyphonic settings in two or more vocal portraying regulations in the musical salvitation of self-expression. Musical forms: sacred music, feature chant music, measured planning song. 1795, the golden age of the sacred music, passion. So first is the gulay-like counterpart of lamentation. Second is palamlimos, song for begging. And third is kumintang, origin in the Bailan, Batangas. So the other musical forms is the song harana. So harana is ito yung sinaunang song na ginagamit ng pagbibisita ng kanyang jowa, ganun. Yung babae na sa bintana and yung lalaki is yung naghaharana sa baba. And nowadays is yung harana is parang hindi nauuso like panliligaw, ganun, kasi sa panahon ngayon nauuso na yung social media, hindi nauso yung harana like sa sinaunang panahon. Next is music as a fine art as a subject to be taught. Example, La Tagala by Jose Estela, Amihan by Antonio Montella, Auros de Torono by Juan S. Hernandez, and Pagdili-dili is the Luciano Macremento. Next is awit. Example, by F. Santiago, Ang Ulila by Antonio Molina, Batingaw na Pilak, Recuerdo de Pilipinas sus Cantoras by Diego Perez. Next is Balitaw. Balitaw Mayor, Bisayan Balitaw, Tagalog Balitaw, Dan Sub Minor. Next is the Kundiman. Came from the words kung hindi man.
So good day everyone, my name is Shlikant B. Bartosa. So the American education system have rapidly influenced the Philippine system of the music education within the treatment of music as part of broad pattern of liberal education. So the Philippine opera evolved from the zarzuela. So the zarzuela based on the European metrical tales and set to the familiar Spanish tunes which easily gained approval among the traditionally theater-loving Filipinos. So example of zarzuelas. Zarzuela in the Philippines came from the Spanish zarzuela, a form of musical theater that combined singing, dancing, and spoken dialogue. It was inspired by European metrical tales, stories written in rhythmic or poetic form, and was performed using Spanish melodies that people were already familiar with at that time. So because the Filipinos during the Spanish period already loved theater and live performance, so the zarzuela quickly became popular. The mix of catchy songs, dramatic stories, and relatable characters made it easy for the local audience to enjoy and to embrace this art form. So in short, the zarzuela became popular among Philippines because it used European story patterns, familiar Spanish music, and a theatrical style that matched the Filipinos' love for stage performance. So the examples of zarzuelas: Minda Moro or Minda the Moro Gift by Juan Hernandez. Number 2 is Pag-ibig sa Tinubuang Lupa, Love of Country by Pascual Poblete. 3 is Tanikalang Ginto, Chain of Gold by Juan Abad. So the last is Walang Sugat, No Wound by Severino Reyes. American singing through jazz invaded the country. So when the American came to the Philippines starting in 1898, they brought many aspects of their culture, including music. One of the strongest musical influences was jazz, which was very popular in the United States at the time. And because of this, jazz music started spreading throughout the country. So the American soldiers, teachers, and performers introduced jazz through example, the radios, live band performance, movies, school programs, and social event clubs. So next is most of the songs are nationalistic in nature. Most of the songs are nationalistic in nature means means na maraming kanta noon ang tungkol sa pagmamahal sa ating bayan. These songs are often expressed like pagmamahal sa Pilipinas, pagmamalaki sa kulturang Pilipino, or pagtutol sa kolonyalismo o pananakop. So in short, maraming kanta noon ang nationalistic dahil ginagamit ng mga Pilipino ang musika para ipakita ang pagmamahal nila sa ating bayan at ang hangaring maging malaya. So next is instrumental music and vocal music are both important in this period. So during this period, parehong mahahalaga ang instrumental music at vocal music. Dahil magkaiba ito, ngunit parehong makabuluhan ang kanilang naging papel sa kultura at lipunan. So instrumental music or tugtugin, madalas na itong ginagamit sa seremonya, parada, sayawan at mga pagtitipon. At yung vocal music naman or pagkanta, madalas din daw itong ginagamit para magpahayag ng damdamin, kwento o mensahe at lalo na kung patungkol sa kalayaan at pagmamahal sa bayan. Maraming mga awit noon ang mga nationalistic themes kaya naging mahalaga sa paghubog ng mga Pilipino. So ang instrumental music at vocal music, mahalaga ang instrumental music dahil nagbibigay ito ng ritmo o damdamin sa mga okasyon, habang mahalaga ang vocal music dahil ito ang nagdadala ng mga salita at mensaheng makabuluhan sa lipunan. So yung last is non-commercial. Non-commercial ay tumutukoy sa isang bagay na hindi para kumita o hindi nakatuon sa negosyo o pera. Kung ang isang gawain, produkto o proyekto ay non-commercial, ang layunin nito ay hindi kita o negosyo kundi edukasyon, pagpapalaganap ng kultura, paglilingkod sa tao, o personal na pampublikong interes. Like for example, mga programang pang-edukasyon sa radyo na walang bayad. Mga proyektong pang-komunidad na hindi nagtutubo, or mga kanta o palabas na ginagawa para sa advokasya na hindi para kumita. So next is characteristics. Vocal and instrumental music are both important. Emotional and creative, songs of nobility and nationalism were common in that period. The use of found sounds, recorded voices, the shift from increasingly chromatic surfaces to more tragic ones, or the reverse, the use of new instrumental combination. So Philippine modern music, original Filipino music, now more commonly termed originally Pinoy music or original Philippines music, frequently abbreviated to OPM, originally ref only to Philippine pop songs, especially those in the ballad form. Here is the best-selling albums. Number 1 is Christmas in Our Hearts on 1990 by Jose Marichan. Number 2 is Constant Change 1989 by Jose Marichan. 3 is Caterpillar 1995 by Eraserhead. 4 is Nina Live 2005 by Nina. So 5 is Forevermore on 1995 by Side A. So 6 is Paraiso 1991 by Smoky Mountain. So the 7 is Smoky Mountain 1998 by Smoky Mountain. So number 8 is Halik on year 2000 by Aegis. So the number 9 is 10 Years Together 1990 by Apo Hacking Society. So the 10 is Habang May Buhay on 1995 by Donna Cruz. So next is Philippine rock music. Philippine rock music or Pinoy music. Pinoy rock music refers to rock music created and performed by Filipino artists, often sung in Filipino language like Tagalog, Cebuano, or English. Philippine rock music, Juan de la Cruz Band, a garage rock and blues rock influences group consisting of guitarist and Wally Gonzalez, bassist Mike Hanopol, and drummer Pepe Smith are often credited for ushering in the first rock and roll revolution in the Philippines that tasted from the late 60s to the late 70s, also known as a golden age of Pinoy rock. So the Juan de la Cruz Band is considered the pioneer of Pinoy rock music in the Philippines. They played a key role in creating a distinctly Filipino style of rock by mixing Western rock influences with Filipino cultures and language. So their group formed in the late 1960s, early 1970s. And their music styles is hard rock and blues influence by Western bands like Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix. So I will introduce their songs. Number 1 is Himig Natin, considered the anthem of Pinoy rock. Number 2, ang Himig Natin and El Nene, popular tracks with a uniquely Filipino flavor. So their band inspired later bands like Eraserhead, Rivers Maya, and Bamboo. So in short, the Juan de la Cruz Band is the founding band of the Pinoy rock, blending Western rock with Filipino culture, language, and identity. So here are the characteristics of the Philippine rock music. Philippines rock musician added folk music and other influences. 2 is pop rock groups became more popular among teens. So the 3 is the neo-traditional genre in Philippine music is also gaining popularity. 4 is vocal music is more important than instrumental music. And 5, an aim of appealing to a general audience rather than to a particular subculture or ideology, an emphasis on recording, production, and technology over live performance. So that's all, guys. Thank you.